Hello everyone, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel and press the notification bell. So today's class we'll be learning how to sew this fine jacket. So the measurement I will be using is on the screen. Then I fold the fabric into two. I use 14. So I start the measurement from the back. So this is the back of the shirt, the jacket. So I measure 45. The initial length is 43. So by the time I'm done with the joining, so I will have 43 length 43. So then the shoulder is 15. I add 1 inch to it, so the shoulder is 16 now. So I will divide it into two. So by the time I divide it, I have 8 inches. Then I measure the shoulder slope. Then I use 8 inches for the armhole, then armhole curve. Then I measured 11 for the bust. Then the waistline, I use 9. I measure from shoulder to waist, so that is the half length. Then I use 9 for the waistline. You can see it because I'm still going to put that. So I use 9 for the waistline. Then I connect it like so. Then I measure from shoulder to hip line, which is 24. So from there I measure the hip line. So I use 13 for the hip line. 13. Then the down part of the dress I use 12. So I just connect it like so. I connect everything. Then I try to adjust the dress. Now I want to measure the neckline now. So the neckline I'll be using 3 by 1. So I measure 3 like so. The wideness is 3, then the depth is 1. Then I connect it like so. This is what I have. So after that I want to measure the dart from the waistline. That is half length. So I'm trying to explain some things. Then I use 4. Then I connect it. I mark 7 up, 7 down also. So I use 7 up, 7 down. So the down is 2 inches to the hip line or thereabout. So then I connect it like so. So after that I mark half inch both side. So I mark half inch both side, so to get the dart. So this is the dart. Then I connect it like so, down first, then up now. So I realized that this chalk is too big and it's spread, so I need to change the chalk to the one that will not spread. So then I connect it like so. I connect the other side too. So then I need to check the measurement, if everything is correct before cutting it out. Then I realized that the shoulder is bigger, so I have 17 for the shoulder, so I need to take half inch out to make it 16. So I take it out, then I cut out the back. So the back is ready. So I place the back on the front. I leave 4 inches. So look at it, I leave 4 inches. So then I get the new center fold for the front. So I want to use the front to trace out I want to use the back to trace out the front. So I first get the center fold, the new center fold. So after that I want to get the shoulder. So for shirt, the shoulder is supposed to be, the back is supposed to be longer than the front. So for back, I use 45 for the back. Now I want to use 44 for the front. So then I connect it. I do the shoulder slope. So then I mark the shoulder, which is 16. For the front I use 8 for the shoulder, for the armhole curve. But for the front now I will use 7 for the armhole curve. So I measure it like so, 7. Then I curve it. Look at it. This is the armhole. Then I try to check it if it's correct. So this is what I have. So by the time I join it and I realize the shoulder, the armhole is smaller, then I can reduce it rather than bigger armhole. So that's fine. So after that I want to trace it out now. So I just trace it out like so. Look at it. So I trace it out. I use the back to trace out the front. So the only difference we have for now is the 4 inches extension. Then the front is shorter than the back. So guys, this is what you have. Now I want to apply the measurements now. So I'll first measure the neck, which is 3 by 3. 3 by 3. So I measure the neck 3 by 3. I use my free hand to connect it like so. So 3 by 3 for the neck. Then after that, I measure from shoulder to 7.5 to get the lapel. So the lapel is like the folded part at the front. So I will still explain the lapel. Then I measure 1 inch here down for button allowance. So that is the break point. So where that 1 inch stops, so this is the break point. Then from neckline extension to the break point is lapel. So your lapel, you can decide to do 2 inches, 3 inches. It depends on what you want. So I prefer 3 inches because I want it to be bold. So I prefer 3 inches. Then I measure it from the new center fold to 3 inches. Then I connect it. That means I extend the neck part. I extend it. So if you want to do design, if you want to put design on the lapel, you can put, but I eventually clean this triangle part. Then I connect the 3 inches to the break point. So from 3 inches to the break point is lapel. Look at it. From the 3 inches to break point is lapel. So the 1 inch is button allowance. Look at it. Then from there, the half length, which is 16. So I want to measure the dart now. So I use 4 for the dart. So the same way I get the back dart. So guys, I'm done with the front. So I cut it out. This is what I have. So the front, the back. Then you can see that the shoulder, the back is longer than the front. So by the time I join it, so this is what we have. So this is what we have. Then that is the center fold for back. So now I want to measure the collar. To get the collar is very easy. Just measure the neckline, the back neckline, whatever you have there. So then I have 4.2. I take out half inch from the 4.2, which is 3.7. Look at it once again. This is 4.2. It's not up to 4.5. 4.2. Then I take out half inch. So that half inch is for joining the shoulder. So I place it. I use 3.7. Look at it, 3.7. So I want to get the collar. So for the collar is not supposed to be straight. It's supposed to slant. So I just measure it straight to get the 3.7. Look at it. So I slant the tape rule. Look at it. So that is how the collar is supposed to be. I slant the tape rule. Then I use marker to trace it, the slanted part. So look at it. Then it depends on how bold you want your collar to be. So I want to use 3.5 for the collar. You can do 3, you can use 2.5, depending on what you want. Then you can use more than that. So I choose 3.5. Then the collar is supposed to be slant. The upper, the wideness too is supposed to be slant up. So I want to measure half inch up. So I only measure the straight part to get the line. I don't want it to bend. So from that line, I measured half inch upward. Then I connect it like so. So from here, this is what we have. So for the down part, I come to the down part, the lapel. I measure 1 inch up to get the notch collar. 1 inch up, then 1 inch in, an inch in. Look at it. So the 1 inch in and the 1 inch up, you will connect it. You will connect the two. So look at it. 1 inch in, 1 inch up. You will connect it. So I'm trying to get the notch part. So this is what we have. Then I connect it like so. I connect it like so. So after that, I use the marker to trace the collar around the neckline. So this is what I have. Meanwhile, to cut out the collar on the fabric, you need to add 1/2 inch up. So for the fabric, this collar is folded into two. It's not pieces. Then you will connect it from this 3.5 to the 1 inch up. Look at it. Look at it. So I connect it like so. So this one I will cut it out, so it's not part of the collar. So when the 1 inch in stops, that is the notched collar. That is where it stops. So I want to use plain fabric to cut the lapel, because by the time I open the lapel, so I want plain fabric to be showing on the lapel. So I don't want to use Ankara for the lapel side, for the facing. So I use plain fabric Bontorin to cut the facing. So this is what I have now after cutting it. Look at it. This is what I have. So this is the front. The front is ready. The back is ready. The back, you can see the 1 inch button allowance, sleeve, and collar. I use Ankara for collar. So I'm done with the jacket. Thank you. Kindly like, share, and comment. Bye.